I'm ready.
No. Hello, everyone. Welcome to season 4 of the Stewart Sisters series, Stewart Sister Stories podcast.
Episode 4.
Episode 4. What did I say?
Series 4.
Oh, let me start
Or
that over.
season
Okay,
4.
let's start over.
Season 4, Stranger Things.
Let's start over. Okay.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode. Let me start over. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 4 of the Stewart Sisters Stories podcast. I'm Tina.
And I'm Charity.
And today, Charity is going to be doing most of the talking because this is about a trip that the Clark family took to Las Vegas.
Yes.
I was not part of this trip. And we are going to title this, just to give you a taste of what this episode is about, is Bearded Dragon CPR.
Yep.
And I will now turn the time over to Charity, and maybe I will throw in a little bit here and there, but this is basically Charity. Here we go.
Why not? And you'll notice we're wearing the same clothes that we wore in episode 3. That's because we're doing them all the same day. We promise we have more than one outfit to choose from.
Not that you would judge.
I would. I said, they're the same clothes again. So my class last year, so we're in 2020, 2021, that school year.
And as a reminder, Charity teaches 6th grade.
And they wrote down the names of all the stories and they gave them all titles. And then they went around and asked the students what stories they liked the best. And they called this one, they called it Lizard CPR.
Oh, Lizard CPR.
yeah.
I like that better.
Lizard CPR. But it won that year in my class for the best story. So get ready for fun, fun, fun.
Charity's class always clamors for her to tell the stories of our family, her family and our extended family, since we are a little off, I guess.
Yes. And even like students, if they have brothers or sisters I've taught before, they'll come in and say, okay, tell us a story about this. Tell us about this. And they want to hear the stories. And I think it's to get out of me teaching, but I don't know. Probably. Okay, so we decided that we were going to go to Las Vegas. My family loves Las Vegas. We have fun there.
I don't know why it's a pit hole.
We have fun. And don't drink, don't gamble, but we have fun. So we decided to go there, and the kids were little, and we had just purchased my oldest son, Cody, my only son.
Her only son. I was about ready to say that.
Yeah, my oldest son, my only son, a bearded dragon. So if you don't know what that is, it's a small lizard. And we had just purchased it. It was his first pet. And when you first buy him, all that they can eat are live crickets. And you have to feed them like 3 or 4 times a day. And we thought there's no family member that's going to want to come over to our house and feed a lizard.
Susie probably would have.
She probably would have, but she would have been really little then.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So nobody wants to come over and feed a bearded dragon. And we're like, that's okay. We'll just take the bearded dragon with us to Las Vegas. So we pile in the car, put the terrarium right between Cody and Michaela with the bearded dragon in there, and we drive to Vegas. Every hotel we stayed at, we just carried the bearded dragon into the hotel room, even if it said no pets, because we're like, it's a bearded dragon. What's it going to do? And took care of it. Well, we decided to take the kids to Circus. So that is a casino in Las Vegas, and they have an area that's kind of an indoor amusement park.
We went there. What was it called? I can't remember what it was called. But we took
it's
our
like an
kids
indoor
there.
amusement
Yeah,
park
for
for
little
kids, for little kids. And so Cody and Michaela were young then, so we took them there. And Cody, at the time, he had his bearded dragon, and his name was Flame because he had a red stripe down his back, so Flame. And we go to Circus, and he says, well, Mom, what are we going to do with Flame? And you've all heard how smart and educated I am.
And had you already checked out of the hotel? Is that why you didn't know what to do with it?
We were and plus we took them with us when we went places.
Oh,
I
so you
think.
could give them the crickets.
So we could give them the crickets, right? And being the very, very smart person that I am, Cody says to me, what are we going to do with Flame? And I say, Cody, come on, dude, that's a no-brainer. He's a desert animal. We're in the desert. He's going to be fine in the car. And Michaela, Cody, and Blake all look at me. Are you sure, Mom? Are you sure? It's a desert animal. We're in the desert. What harm could happen to a bearded dragon in the desert? This is where they live. This is like his home front. So, okay, fine. We live we leave Flame in the car.
But you filled up his water.
We filled up his water. Yes, he had a little, what would you call it? Help us out,
A little
Susie.
dish?
A little dish. I was going to say like a reservoir.
Again, our brain synopsises aren't
A
firing.
little dish that had water in it. So he'd have water. And you have to turn on a heat lamp for them during the day.
You do? Why?
Because they like the heat.
Though
Because they're cold-blooded or whatever. And doesn't that mean they get their heat from an outside source? They can't maintain their temperature.
So if I let me understand this,
Yes.
you leave Flame in the car
Yes.
in the desert because in the heat of the desert because they like the desert.
He's a
And
desert
then you
animal.
turn on the.
No, we did not turn on the heat lamp.
Oh, okay. You
But
did.
in my head too, like you have a heat lamp on, he'll be fine in the desert.
Oh, gotcha.
And we have all of our windows up. Don't want anybody to steal Flame. Flame's important to us.
And was it in a covered parking garage?
Oh no,
Oh
no, just out in the parking lot, just out there in the parking lot. So we go in a circus. I don't know how long we're in there for. The kids do the fun roller coaster ride and the arcade games, and they're having a great time. And we're all having a great time. And life is wonderful. And then we head back out to the car. And we open up the door and we all kind of look at Flame. I look at each other. I look at Flame again. And Michaela was probably like 5 at the time. And she said, I think Flame's dead. And Cody, what, Mom? My lizard is dead. Flame is dead. I was like, no, he's a desert animal. Why would he be dead? And he is sitting in the container with water, and there's no water in it anymore. Okay, so he's sitting.
He tried to get in the water.
He tried to get in the water.
That is very sad. He tried to get into the water to cool off.
Please do not report this to PETA.
He tried to get in the water.
And so Blake takes him out. See, this is where you have to watch it on YouTube, guys. And he's holding Flame just little in his hand, and he starts giving Flame CPR. He starts pumping on like this, boom, boom, boom. Oh, he's pumping CPR, trying to get his heart going again. I said, Blake, what are you doing? And he said, I'm giving Flame CPR to bring him back to life. I said, I don't think that's gonna work. He's still pumping. Finally, he gave up.
Did he try to do mouth to mouth?
No, but that would have been more funny, wouldn't it? Oh, that would have been funny. He puts it up. So,
CPR.
Then we're like, okay, we're still in Vegas. We have a dead animal. What do we do with this dead lizard?
Did you throw him in the trash?
No, we can't throw him away because he was Cody's first pet. Cody was very sad that I killed his
funny.
bearded dragon.
You did. You murderer.
I'm a murderer. So we put the terrarium in the
In the trunk?
In the trunk of the car. And drove home with Flame in the car.
Did he get shriveled up?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No. And then we buried Flame. And so Flame was in a burial spot. And then my dad felt so badly for Cody. He said, he really liked that bearded dragon, didn't he, Charity? I am going to buy him another bearded dragon.
I didn't know that.
Yes. I told you I can make this story long. So good old Grandpa Wally went and bought Cody another bearded dragon. And Cody took care of this bearded dragon. Well, then pretty soon, like nobody was taking care of the bearded dragon. Kind of like
He wasn't even feeding them. Kind of like you and the goldfish growing up.
Yeah.
Charity used to get really tired of goldfish, and so she just stopped feeding.
I just not feed them. Again,
Until they
please,
died.
please do not call
She
PETA.
would stop feeding them. I would. And she even had a cute little take and everything, and she just stopped feeding them because she was sick of them.
That's what I did this year. My class got aquatic snails and fish.
He got sick of
And I was
them.
sick of them, so I was like, just stop feeding them. They're fine. They died. And I was like,
You're a horrible person.
What do we do with our fish and our snails that have died? I said, oh, just go throw them out in the field out there. So they did. And then kids like thought they found some like prehistoric thing because I was out in the field. Look what I found. I found a snail.
Oh, but we
So
digress.
why is there? Yeah, I digress often.
I think that's so funny. I forgot about the fish tank.
So none
She
of
did
us,
this not once, not twice, but several times.
so my husband was a farmer, grew up in Burley, Idaho. And all of a sudden one day, this new bearded dragon was gone. It was gone.
How did it get out of its tank?
And we were like, Blake, what happened to the bearded dragon? And he said, nobody took care of it. And we're like, what happened to it? He said, nobody took care of it. And he wouldn't tell us.
He killed it
I think he may have put it out of its misery
because it was starving to death, or did he just let it out loose?
we put it in the, oh my gosh.
Why did he just let it out?
I don't know. We don't know. To this day, Blake will not tell us. But we found the skeletal remains of a bearded dragon in our window well.
In your window well? He
Yes.
just stuck it down in the window well?
I think he put it in the window well. And all of the neighborhood kids would like play in our yard at the time because our house was vacant for so long. And then when we bought it, they were used to just playing in our yard. So they play in our yard and they found the bearded dragon. So they assumed that my son Cody was a murderer. So the word going around the neighborhood amongst the children is that Cody was an animal killer.
You're raising a Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yes, because he was killing animals. And Blake still won't tell us to this day what happened to the
Oh
second bearded dragon.
The bottom line is don't give the Clarks lizards
Mm-mm.
or fish because they'll
No.
starve them.
Give us something we can get attached to. If we get attached to cats and dogs, then I'm like, oh, they hold a tender place. But a lizard, fish,
Can't do a whole lot with them.
aquatic snails,
Can't do a lot with them.
no, they're not very entertaining.
Well, I guess that's your entire story, isn't
That's
it?
my entire story. How long did that last?
Oh, I think about 7 minutes.
Oh,
but
that's good. People's attention span is about 10.
That's okay. That's okay if we have a short episode.
Right.
Please remember to subscribe to the Stewart Sister Stories podcast on Podbean, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Player FM, coming soon to Apple and Google. We're just waiting for our approval, and it will be available on other podcast platforms as well. And Charity, what else would you
And
like to say?
again, please let us know. Do you like watching the videos, the YouTube? Do you like hearing the podcast better? Because we'd like to know, because we're hoping to download both of them at the same time so you can choose which one you prefer. Do you want to listen to it in the car? Do you want to see our beautiful faces? What do you
Because some
want?
people like to sit around and just watch, other people like to listen to it as they're doing chores or what have you.
Exactly.
Yes. Stay tuned for our Instagram account coming soon. And that's it.
That's it.
We'll see you on the flip side.
Mwah.
Bye.
Goodbye.